Alrighty, so this is gonna be the GTX retro kit video for this press arm support. We've been getting a couple calls in regards to these bushings just being a little bit too loose in the movement and play, and that's just not what we want. So we're gonna show you how to replace those in this video. And the first thing we want to do is remove this press arm. Alright, so what we're gonna start with first is loosening these two set screws here, this one and this one right here, and then you're gonna want another person to come in and help you remove this press arm. And the best way of going about it, if this is a little bit stuck, you want to take like a tool, like a thinner tool and a rubber mallet, and kind of tap it out real quick. And in the next part of the video, we'll have this removed, and we'll be at this next part right here, the press arm support. Now that you're at the part where you have the rod out a good majority, you can do this by yourself, or it's preferred with another person. But if you are by yourself, I usually come here, I'll push up in the middle a little bit, pull this rod out. It's still engaged in one of the holes. I'll push the handle right here, and now it's off. Alrighty, so this next part, once you have the press arm off, you're gonna start with one side by removing one of these bolts. I just did it on this side. And once you remove the bolt, you're gonna wanna push the axle with your finger if you can in a little bit, just enough to pull out the old bushing. And then once you do that, you want to grab your new bushing right here. Alrighty, so I just got this first bushing in. It's a little bit more difficult if you're doing it alone, just because this press arm support has a little bit of tension from the cable. I did lift it up on the weight stack a little bit just to give it a little less tension, but still there's going to be tension there just because it is the main cable. So it's easier with another person so that they can maneuver this while you're putting the bushing in and having to push the axle through. So I got this one in, and I'm going to start on the next one. But before I do that, make sure I got it all the way in, and we do. Perfect. I'll just put in bolts again for this side. That way we can do the other side and it won't pop out on us. Perfect. Okay. So once you get that out, you're going to want to push out the axle just slightly enough so that way you can get some pliers around it, because this screw won't loosen unless you do so. And that's what I did here. Now that I got that loose, and just so you guys can see what I did, I literally took pliers and just loosened it so that way this stays in place as you can loosen that screw. And then once you have this out, we'll change the last bushing. Let's see here. Okay. There we go. Back in now. Go. And now we'll go ahead and we'll tighten up these screws, we'll put the press arm back, and we'll come back so you guys can see how everything is now. Alrighty, so we're all finished up, press arms back on, bushings are on, everything's nice and tight, set screws, these screws up here, and now you can see there's just way less movement here. Like, obviously you can see the frames moving, but we're focusing on when we're doing our workout and when we're in here, so we get in here real quick. way less motion for the press arm support up here. Before it was a lot more wiggly with those factory bushings, but these new bushings definitely improved it a lot